Good evening. On behalf of Teen Empowerment Club, we would like to welcome you all, and to inaugurate today's session, we would like to invite our respected sister Nahid Safa to give an introduction about Teen Empowerment Club, as well as speaker of this evening, Mr. Kai. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Syed Hanif. I would like to begin with a little introduction about TEC, which is Teen Empowerment Club. Teen Empowerment Club was born to help young people understand the world around them. They are there to advise young people with their future, to talk about the past, and even help them with present. The beneficial outcomes to teen empowerment programs are improved social skills, improved behavior, increased academic achievement, self-esteem building, and increased self-efficacy. Now, I would like to introduce our guest speaker for this evening, Mr. Kai Miethig. Mr. Kai is a German architect and project manager with almost 20 years of experience in the fields of design, project management, and site supervision, as well as expertise in material resource management and training. Wastepreneur and founder of Waste Material Resource Management, with AI living in the Middle East for more than 15 years, and since 2007, he has been based in Bahrain. Passionate about environmental awareness and material resources management, he has been involved in many projects related to material resource management in the region. Speaker in conferences on environmental awareness, developer of a training program to enhance knowledge and local capacities on material resource management, as well as supporting environmental initiatives like Clean Up Bahrain, Bahrain Driving Volunteer Team, and the Environmental Rooftop Home Project. On behalf of Teen Empowerment Club and all of us, I request Mr. Kai to deliver the valuable presentation. Thank you very much.
Yes, good evening, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me.
Yeah, we hear you, yeah.
Yes, luckily you cannot see me, so we focus on the presentation. And I want to talk with you or present you the idea of minimalism. And a lot of people, they think, okay, what is it exactly? So is it living at the end, so beyond my needs, or is it a sustainable lifestyle? So for a lot of people, it's not really clear. They think about it, so I cannot do it because I will not feel comfortable. So I will give just some information about this one. What is exactly minimalism? Minimalism is actually saving your time, energy, and money, and even money. So a lot of people think, okay, it's just an effort, but at the end, you are saving time, you're saving energy, mindset, and as well, you will be saving money at the end if you are step by step following the recommendations which are done by different kind of people. So minimalism actually is owning fewer possessions. So which means minimalism is intentionally living with only the things you really need. So the items that support your purpose of living, and you are removing actually the destruction of excessive possessions, so you can actually focus more on those things that matter most. This is by Joshua Becker, and he's also a minimalist. So there is also a reference page later on, which you can have a look at. Then Richard Holloway, also one guy related to minimalism. He's also into architecture. He's into simplicity, clarity, and singleness. And these are the attributes that give our lives power and vividness and joy. And they are also the marks of a great art. So he's combining actually the simplicity, the minimalism with the artwork, and whatever we know. For example, sometimes when we are in the museum, we like the clarity, the cleanliness. So it's more than the crowded stuff which gets us easily distracted from our viewpoint. So now I'd like to see or ask the audience, what do you see right now on the page?
Blank page.
Okay, so we call it, maybe it's an empty page, right? Correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So it's an empty page. Empty, huh? How we write it? Empty, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, now if you read, what you read?
Empty, the same.
Exactly. And now what you read?
Empty.
Oh, very good. Very good. They're a very smart audience. And now what you can read?
Empty.
Empty.
Still empty.
And see, we reduced actually the word empty and cut it down to 2 letters, and still it has the same meaning and everybody will understand, correct?
Right.
So actually we were saving something, so which we are minimalizing actually the word empty. So now can you read this word?
Peace. Peace.
Ah, okay. So even though it's not fully written there, we can read it, right?
Right.
And same actually applies to the abbreviations. The first one, thanks. Then who knows the second one?
Is it thank you too?
Yeah,
Thank
take
you.
your time. And then the third one?
As soon as possible.
Yes, BRB.
Be right back.
Yes, exactly. BTW.
By the way,
Yes, very good. GTG.
Got to go.
Yes, PLS.
Please.
Please.
LOL.
Lots of love.
Yeah, or laugh out loud. And then LMAO.
Laugh my dash off.
Yes, very good, very good. See, all this one is kind of minimalism, and it's very, very common actually when we use abbreviations in the wording, correct? This is very, very common, right? So we are using actually the minimalism already in our wording when we talk with people, when we communicate with people. So there's very, very much already implemented. Before we go further, I want to give you an idea of what is the opposite of minimalism, which is what we call it, let's say, excessive stuff. And we're starting actually with our excessive food. And you know, we know these kind of logos, you know, from the buffet, foods you can eat as much as you want, right? Or all you can eat. Again, eat as much as you like. Or again, all you can eat, different kind of buffets, or eat as much as you can, you know. So this is what is actually happening in the current situation or in the current society, or we can eat as much as we want, as much as we can, you know, as much as we like. But the question is, do we really need it? And what's happening out of this one, I want to give you a short movie which gives you an idea of what is all behind the food. Oh, let me just go back. Yes, everybody maybe knows the situation. We have nice dinner with people, but the whole process from the seedling to the harvesting, watering, planting, all this kind of transportation, logistics, baking, preparing till it reaches our table. This is, I think, a very common process, and a lot of effort is already behind it till it will be on our table, correct? A lot of things maybe we don't know, but this is a process of food till it reaches our table. And then what happened next? So what will happen usually next?
It goes in the bins. People trash it basically.
Yeah, because they don't eat everything. So we go to the next part of the movie.
When we waste food, we waste money, we waste energy, we waste water, we waste effort, and we waste love. If we don't stop, there will be nothing left to waste.
Yeah, this was a first kind of impression for you to know what's happening with the food. So between 33 and 50% of all food produced globally is never eaten, you know, and the value of this wasted food is worth over $1 trillion every year. And I put by purpose the zeros because to see really the amount what is actually thrown every year. There is loss while harvesting, there is loss while preparation, but a lot of food is being ready on the table and then gets wasted from there. And if you are not mindful with this one, and even you can give it for composting, but which is happening not a lot of places in the world, so at least you will recreate some value. But put this into your mind that between 33 to 50% of all food produced is never eaten and wasted, $1 trillion annually. Hello? So the global volume of food wasted is roughly 1.6 billion tons. And what we are throwing in the household is part of it. But if you see as well, in the companies, they're throwing a lot. The supermarkets, they throw a lot. You know, the kind of ugly food, which is not so pleasant to see. But at the end, it's food and it should not be thrown. So every year, we have 1.6 billion tons of food waste. This is also a big amount, which really, really, if you compare these kind of figures with all the wasted food and the value, everyone in the world could live without hunger. And this is what should stick to your mind, that what part of minimalism is about, to save these kind of effort, to save the money, to save the energy, to save the water. So my question is always, eat what you really need. You know, don't put on the buffet as much as put on the plate, as much as you can. Put as much on the plate what you really need to eat. Don't do excess food and food wastage. Then the next section is the fashion industry. And obviously, we know as well the different kind of advertising. Okay, now there's a new season. Okay, we have to be dressing up different. So a lot of people, they call it as well fast fashion because, okay, every season like autumn, spring, summer, winter, they have got new lines of design. So the fashion waste is costing the global economy more than $400 billion every year. This is also a tremendous amount of money which is just wasted. And coming back to minimalism, it's about saving your money, saving energy, and saving effort. So minimalism is not that we are under a poverty line or under a line what we don't need. It's just reaching on scaling down to what we really, really need. So wear what you need. And fashion production makes up to 10% of humanity's carbon emissions. It dries up water resources, obviously, because the fashion industry is using a lot of water. And then with this one, it pollutes, obviously, the river. And actually, at the end, 85% of all textiles go to the dump yard. So which means even once you buy it, it gets torn. There is no big possibility that it gets recycled, donated, or fixed again. So actually, at the end, 85% of all textiles goes to the dump yard. And if you do some research on wastage of food, wastage of fashion or clothes, you will get really shocked which kind of pictures you see, because specifically when it comes to the textile industry, you will have a lot of pollution or water pollution, where the rivers and the water resources get really polluted and intoxicated by the chemicals, which is used for coloring the fabric or coloring the cloth and these kind of stuff. So it's very, very difficult topic. And a lot of things, when the people are annually or every quarter, they buy new stuff. A lot of people, they have so many shoes, they have so many trousers, they have so many shirts, but honestly, be honest to yourself, how much you are wearing. You have got your favorite shirt, you have got your favorite t-shirt, your favorite pants, your favorite suit, which are the key, and the other maybe only on special occasions. So we have a lot of surplus of material which we actually don't really need, and we buy it, and even sometimes we don't even wear it. So it's really, again, a waste of money which we can save. So wear what you really, really need. You know, you don't need actually 20 pair of trousers, 10 pair of shoes or whatever. For each purpose, one is sufficient, believe me. Then what is occurring more and more these days is electronics. So we know about the different kind of advertising, okay, special deal. Now recently there was a Black Friday, you know, okay, get two for the price of one and these things, and actually you're buying two items and none of these both you need. So you're wasting actually 2 times of raw materials and resources. And actually you're not saving money on the Black Friday, because actually most of the people, they're wasting their money because they're just buying things which they actually don't really need. So the total value of e-waste roughly is $62 billion every year. And actually this is 3 times the value of the world's silver mining output, which is usually used as well for doing conductors in the computers, in the laptops, in the mobiles, iPads, or the smartwatches. So imagine every year $62 billion is wasted. And by wasted, you say, okay, it's somewhere relocated, not from your house, it's somewhere in a dump yard, and still some value is there. The Japanese people, they have a circular economy when it comes to e-waste, because for the mobile, for the electronics, you need to have different kind of minerals like silver, cobalt, gold, and whatever. And there was one speaker last year in one exhibition or in one conference. He mentioned to us 3 questions. He said, okay, when you are mining, let's say gold, in Africa, you don't know where to get it exactly, you don't know how long it will take, and you don't know how much you will find. So the Japanese circular economy, he said, okay, with the circular economy, we know where to get it from, because from the mobiles, from the laptops, from the iPads, we know where to find it, we know how long it will take to get it out, and we know how much gram we will take out. So based on their economy, they said, the gold, what they are getting out from the e-waste, is 70 times cheaper than the gold from the mines in Africa. And this is, again, we are talking about minimalism, saving money, the circular economy. In order to do what you need, you don't need to go far away, you don't need to have surplus. Japan has everything in-house. So they are saving a lot of money with the production of their products. So again, use only what you need. I know a lot of people, they have maybe 4, 5, 6 mobiles because every year they're buying a new one. But do you really need it? In 2019 alone, the world generated roughly 53 million or 53.6 million tons of e-waste. And every year it's actually growing by 2.5 million tons. So it's a tremendous amount which has value as well. So I always encourage the people, be more minimalistic and as well be aware of your resources, because once you throw it, it doesn't mean it's away, it's just on a different location. So actually use only what you really, really need. This is my appel on, or my request on the people, really reduce to the minimum what you really need. Of course, sometimes you want to have a gift or something like this, but in general, we are living in a consumption and in an overloaded society where everything is every time, everywhere available, which is not very balanced and not very fruitful for the society and obviously as well for the environment. So a lot of people, they get scared about minimalism, but let me tell you, what is it not? Minimalism is not all or nothing. It doesn't mean you need to stop each and everything. It's again getting or taking or using what you need for living. The basic will be there. There is not really a surplus, but it's not that you don't have nothing. So you don't go beyond the line what you are demanding when it comes to food, drinks, clothes, and these things. No, minimalism is not nothing. It's not that you need to cut down everything. So what is minimalism? Minimalism, as per Joshua Fields Milburn, it is a tool to live a meaningful life. And actually there are no rules. Because why there are no rules? Because your version of minimalism might not look like others' version of minimalism. Let's say the different kind of family status. For a single person or a bachelor, of course, minimalism is much different than minimalism for a family. So that's why there are no rules. Everybody needs to question himself or herself, what is for me minimalism? What can I do to live a more decent or more sustainable lifestyle? So minimalism is not all for everything the same for all. So what do we need in life for living? The first step to living with less should never be buying a bit more. You know, when you want to start a diet, you say, oh, let me have one nice last final meal. Or, oh, I want to stop buying stuff, so let me just buy last time one thing more. This is not the right way to start. You know, you just should think, okay, why not stepping down a little bit immediately? You know, you don't need to, oh, next week I will start diet, in 2 weeks I will start, and then, oh, you buy a little here, a little there. So this is not the right way. So the first step to living with less should be, okay, avoiding things. You know, trying to be happy with what you have. Because actually, when you ask people, oh, do you need something? Do you need something? 99% of the people, let's say in surrounding areas, they have everything what they need. Okay, you have a mobile, okay, a new mobile, is it needed or is it just an additional? Is it excessive from what we have? So trying to be happy with what we have is always nice, and I don't want to glorify COVID, but this situation made a lot of people aware that they should appreciate what they have rather than running around in the consumption circle, buying here, buying there, shopping here, shopping there, and. So really, the mindset changed for this consumption mindset to also being happy with what you have and be more mindful what we need to have for living. So now, what is mandatory in life for living? The first thing, if you want to start your minimalism, you need to think, okay, what you can do with your stuff, what you already have, what you have as a surplus. You know, a lot of businesses, they start something here and there, and what happened? They have delay in delivery, delay in payment and these things. Why? Because the first and most important thing is, if you want to do an action, is the logistics. If you want to go from A to B, or you want to bring some stuff from A to B, and have the payment from A to B, or communicate from A to B, if the logistic is not clarified, like the arrangement now for this session today, this is also part of logistic, sending the emails forward and backward to clarify the situation. So when you want to start to give away some stuff which you have as a surplus, and there's a lot of donations for secondhand and these things, do some research to find really the best places you can donate your goods to. You know, because what you want to avoid, just throwing things. You know, if you have got a old suit or old shirt which is still in good condition, you want to avoid that this get wasted in the landfill or in the scrap yard. So it's better to research a proper association, institution, charity organization where you can donate these goods to, so they can really have the value and distribute the value to really people in need. You know, why we are calling these people in need? Because they are living under the line of minimalism. So they need some stuff to reach at least the level of minimalism. So that's why it's very important to start to discover or research what are the best places to donate. So to make really sure the value is transferred to a different kind of person or party. So what can we reduce in life for living? Decluttering. I don't know if everybody knows about this one, but in a lot of places, offices where you come, it's a kind of mess. And mess always is an accumulation of surplus of items. You know, if you don't find your, I don't know, your pencil, or you will grab a new one. If you don't find the piece of paper, which you can maybe use on the second page, you will grab a new one. If you don't find your printout, or quickly you will do another printout. So this decluttering is very, very important. But it's only one piece. As I said, once you have segregated the things, you need to know where you put it. And if you then just stop once you sort it out and organize the stuff, then it's only the first step or the second step. You need to have continuity. And continuity is similar, like what you call it, sustainability. So the long-term vision is very, very important for this one. So now, what is the key in life for living? Who is in charge for your living? Hello?
Almighty God.
Hello?
Yeah, we are here.
Yes, who is in charge for your living?
Almighty God.
First of all, it's yourself.
Oh, okay.
So you should make up your mind as well for yourself, what you want to achieve. What is the key in life for your living? So this is always yourself. And you know, there's the proverb when you say, okay, we're holding the mirror in front of you. So what you will see in the mirror is usually yourself. So this is the first thing, how to change the mindset when it comes to minimalism. You need to think about yourself first. When you think about these things, you are going to realize that how much money you wasted in the past and on things maybe you didn't even use. You know, Oh, you like this one, or you use it maybe once or twice. But you bought it, even you didn't really needed it. And this is a thing where really, what I mentioned is, let's talk about yourself first. So you should make a kind of self-reflection to think about what you really, really need in life. You know, of course, we need joy, we need adventures and these things, but we can limit them. We can spare some money. We can do some other activities, which is more life fulfilling than buying stuff, which end up somewhere in the drawer, in the wardrobe, and these things. If you now think about it, just by your mind, go imagine now your wardrobe. How many things you even did not touch for 1 month or 6 months? So maybe they have a wrong purpose in your wardrobe. They should have a purpose for somebody else. So what does it need to be a minimalist? Actually, it doesn't need much. You just need to start. Start somewhere where you can do something a little, you know. And what they say here as well, the time to start living your best life is actually now. Forget about the past. We all did a lot of mistakes in the past. We didn't have the right knowledge and these things. But now you can start. Reflect on yourself, think about yourself, go into yourself, and then just begin with the little things, you know. It starts actually with refusing some stuff, you know. Not everything we stop buying, but we just stop taking. And as a sample, I give you how many people, when they have kids, they tell the kids, oh, don't do this, don't do that, correct? Or they say no. But when it comes to the cashier and the packer in the supermarket, I have a lot of people, they said, oh, Kai, but just they're giving me the plastic bags. And I'm telling them, okay, you're telling your kid, no. You're telling your neighbor, no. But the guy who's packing the stuff in your plastic bag, you cannot say no. Of course you can say no. And this will be a first step, you know, to start now with a simple action, which is not big effort. So it's not a big life changing, but it's the first initial step as well. So what else? See, even what I said, if you are too busy to sort out some stuff, you know, you can always control what you allow into your life. Just stop shopping, start refusing, say no. And this is very important, because a lot of times when I go shopping, you know, I bring my own stuff, because once the supermarket gives the, let's say, the fruits to you, or the, I don't know, the flour, the juice, they give you the packing free of charge, and they give the responsibility of the juice bottle or the plastic bottle to you. So then the headache is with you. Even you pay actually only for the juice, correct? You pay for the butter, you pay for the cheese, but the packing comes free of charge, and it will be on your headache. Same applies actually then to the plastic bags at the cashier, but you can easily say no. I like to ask the audience a question. When you go out of your house, out of your flat, you are wearing pants? Hello?
Yes, we are wearing pants.
You are wearing shoes?
Yeah.
When you go out for dinner, or you may putting makeup, checking the hair, everything is nice, correct? Am I right?
Yes,
Yeah.
we do, yeah.
So very good. So you will normally, when you go out, you will never forget the shoes, the pants, and these stuff, correct? So why, when the people go shopping, okay, or they're planning to go shopping, they're planning to go to buy some food, some fruits, and the supermarket, why everybody is forgetting the bags? Why nobody is taking the bags automatically with you? You know, it's very, very simple. You always take the mobile, which is 500 grams with you, or 2 mobiles even, the wallet. Okay, sometimes of course we forget, but in general, you will never go outside without your shoes, pants, dress, mobile and wallet. But when you go shopping, you have a purpose which you are planning to do, and a lot of people, they don't have the reusable bags with them. And this is also part of minimalism, that you have what you need rather than getting again new plastic bags at the supermarket. So then you can say easily, no, I have my own stuff with me. We don't need to exaggerate and have excessive plastic bags for shopping. Rather than having 10 thin plastic bags, you have 2, 3 strong ones, reusable ones, and you take it 1 time, 10 times, 100 times, which helps a lot. Not only you to save money, it helps as well the supermarket and as well the environment, which is part of the sustainability of minimalism. Then what else is needed? So think about what happens to your stuff when it leaves your home. You know, usually what happened, you throw it in the bin, correct? But what does it mean? It's just out of your area, it's just out of your sight. So it becomes out of your mind. But there is no away, it's just relocating. It's relocated to the bigger bin, relocated to the truck, and relocated from there to 95% here in Bahrain to the landfill. So there is no away. And I really urge you to do some research on the waste of Bahrain and where it ends up. The landfill in Aska is not a very pleasant place to be. I'm usually going there once or every 2 years or once a year to see the development. And believe me, you cannot stand there for 5-10 minutes. The smell is absolutely disgusting. And this is all part something from our side. You know, so think about what happens to your stuff when it leaves your home. Your remains, and there is no away. Keep this in your mind. It needs to go somehow, somewhere. So what else?
Mr. Kai?
Yes, please.
There is a suggestion in chat box. Is it? Are you able to read it, or can I read?
Ah, yes. Let me just see.
In the UK, you always have to have your spare bags, or you will pay a charge per bag.
Yes.
So you always have reusable bags on hand or in your car.
Yes. This is very, very good. This is ideal, actually. See, because if you forget something, why the environment should be punished with a new environmental unfriendly and polluting plastic bags, which you get free of charge. So the cost of a bag must be actually the cost of the future treatment, you know, and that's why I'm always encouraging the people, get yourself reusable bags. I have 6. I have 3 in the kitchen always and 3 always in the car. Because in case I go shopping, I forget, oh, it's already there. Like, you know, the towing instrument, if you have a engine failure, you need to be towed, or the bridge cables when you have the electricity default in the car. So the bags are part actually of my car. So this is always better, because all the, what is it, like 500 grams, not even 1 kg, I can keep it extra somewhere in the car. Very simple, you know. So this helps you as well to reduce cost and helps the environment. So this is a very, very good point, Mr. Venus. And I would be happy if they put here a fee for the plastic bags of at least, let's put it 1 BD, no problem. So the people will immediately will recognize, oh, and remember next time when they go out for shopping, they will bring their bags. You know, even if you go shopping for the clothes, why not bring your own bag? It's not a harm, you know. We talk as well. The mobile 500 gram, the wallet 500 gram. So one bag or two bags, which can be put in the smaller handbag of the ladies, maybe not a big deal. So another thing, as I said, is cultivate a minimalism mindset and invest in self-reflection. What I said, you know, you need to think about yourself. What are you doing? What is your purpose? And what you really want to achieve. And if you really want to do something which is saving your money, saving energy, saving even space, saving water, so this will help. So you need to cultivate this kind of minimalist mindset and reflect just in the evening. You know, a lot of people, they do meditation. Use the time as well and think, okay, what you could have done better, and then do it. It's very, very important that you develop by yourself, not by force, that you need to understand, you need to have your mindset that you want to change and go step by step minimalistic. It's very, very important. So what else we have? First of all, you should be kind as well to yourself. Forget about what you did in the past. You cannot change the past and others in the past. But you can do for the next time, you can become a better person. You can do it better next time. Once you rethink, okay, oh, yesterday I went shopping, I had the bags or whatever. Oh, I forgot them. Okay, this time, before you go out for shopping, okay, you put your bags in the car or you take it with you because you have already a plan to go shopping, food or whatever. So prepare yourself in a more mindful way in order to preserve for each and everyone the headache and the cost. So don't bother about now the past. Think about how you can do better next time. So here are some pages which you can actually refer to. If you just go on minimalism in Google or on YouTube, you find a lot of information how to start these 5 points which I raised here are actually one guideline. As I said, in minimalism, there is not really a rule. So this is all about your own mindset, reflection of yourself and what you need, because the need of each one is different. So that's why there is actually, as said, no rules, because everybody need to emphasize on themselves what is important.
Mr. Kai?
Yes.
Okay. There is some message in chat box.
Yes, yes, I see. Yeah, Jawad and Jean started distributing environmental friendly bags in 2008. So, which is a good thing, but as long as you have the alternative, the plastic bags, which are free of charge, the people will take it free of charge. And the thing is, whatever the supermarkets are doing, unfortunately, a lot of things are like greenwashing. They pretend to go green, but they have so much surplus on wastage in their own supermarket, which they really don't care about. And I urge everyone as well to be very, very mindful when it comes to these kind of events and campaigns. I personally, I was asking different kind of supermarket managers, and they have really not really a clue about what does it mean being environmental friendly. They know about the bags, but that's it. And still they giving away the free plastic bags. So if you give the customer these two choices, if I forget my bag, I will take a free one plastic bag rather than buying another one for 300 or 500 fields. So as long as these guys have not really a clue, of course it's nice that they are offering this one, but this should be the priority. And if you go to the people or ask them what they think or show them the mirror, oh, they will be very quiet. They will be very silent because they know actually that they are not really into this direction. So we hope they will change the attitude and the knowledge in the future, because there is no way out. We have to go and be more decent. And as said, COVID was a kind of lecture by nature to shut us down to really appreciate not only this year, also in the future, and everything what we have we really should appreciate. So this was actually the end. Now we come into the section of the Q&A session. So any kind of question you have, please feel free. Just throw it either in the chat box or now here. You can just open your microphones.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, please.
Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Kai.
Yes, alaikum salam.
How are you? Thank you for the lecture. Where is it? Okay. My photo is here now.
Yes, please, Mr. Abdul Aziz.
I would like to add, that you sometimes you see, rich people, wealthy people, billionaires, millionaires, whatever, but they are living, normal, simple people. They don't show,
Yes.
Whenever they go, they eat, they are, just simple things they eat, they are buying a simple things, they wear simple things, not too exaggerating, in their life, luxuries like that.
Yes. Yes.
Is it correct?
Yeah, it's totally correct.
I've
And
seen some pictures, photos for millionaire people, and they are living very simple, not like other people. They are showing, they are exaggerating, and
yes.
they are buying luxury things, too much excessive in their life, and they are not using it.
Yeah. Exactly. And I mean, this is one part of minimalism as well. See, when you see Steve Jobs, for example, he was always wearing in the presentation the same pullover, same jeans, same shoes, and this kind of stuff. Yeah. And people were wondering, okay, he's a millionaire, billionaire, or whatever, why like this? And he said as well, very simple for himself, I have to take, let's say, 200 decisions every day. I don't want to have headache deciding on what I'm wearing. So he kept the things very simple for himself in order to focus on the more important things, on the priority in life, in your own life. As said, if you are cluttered with a lot of stuff, you're getting so easily distracted. Okay, this one. So this why minimalism will help you as well to enhance your life quality and to focus on the more important things in life. Because at the end, everybody has a purpose in life, and this purpose we should follow. This is our passion, what we like to do. Some find it early, some find it later, but nevertheless, with decluttering and simplifying, you remember the second slide, simplicity, singleness, this is actually helping our mind as well to be more focused on, not distracted from the main priority in life.
Yeah, right.
And at the end, they are saving money as well, If you buy 5 times the same pullover, most likely it's cheaper than buying 5 different ones.
Yeah. Thank you.
So welcome. Is any question, please?
Mr. Kai?
Yes, please.
I'd like to ask you some question regarding, whatever you presented now. It is really eye-opening for us. Okay, and we just want to know what you did for this. Rather than you are giving presentation of this, we know that you did many initiatives. What are the initiatives regarding this you made?
Again.
Can you just explain about what you did for this cause?
Yeah. So, of course, there is words and action. So what we are doing, even in the past, we were doing some activities. We were showing the movie Plastic Ocean, for example. We brought it here in 2017 I got it through a friend in Germany. So we connected with the German embassy to showcase to raise awareness, to show this movie about the pollution of plastic or about the ocean worldwide on 20 locations, which was for a lot of people as well an eye-opener, because these kind of talks are helpful to educate, but it's a kind of spark to inspire the people to do some more research and become as well more active. And this is one thing. Then, of course, on the other hand, I developed as well a training program last year on environmental awareness, which is supposed to be launched as well in February with a supermarket, to train the people to have really an understanding what is the urgency and what is the need, what we need to do. But obviously, due to COVID, it's a little bit delayed, so we hope to start it again then by 2021. Then, of course, we have other activities, which is somewhat the cleanups outside, which we trying to as well to combine, not only to do the activity, because actually collecting some stuff from the ground everybody can do. So, but the idea is as well to give the people the feeling, the effort the people need to do. And really, what I feel, our heroes, you see them in the morning, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, when they are cleaning up the so-called trash from the educated people. You know, they really, these guys, they deserve my biggest respect, because they are the one who's cleaning behind the clutterer, the people who are really misusing our environment. So we are always here to help, and obviously as well we need to raise awareness. A lot of people, they're calling for the government rules and regulation, which is one part, obviously. Then the people calling for technology, which is also one part. But if you have rules and regulations and you have technology in place, if the people are not following, because the people have no clue, they have no knowledge about what is a waste and how to reduce it, then these two becomes as well useless. So the first part is obviously awareness, education, knowledge about what can be done and what we are currently doing and how we can enhance it, how to make it better. Yeah, Mr. Nabil, he was saying there have been taken some steps by Supreme Council for Environment, definitely, which is a good point and a valid point. But there was as well a kind of misconception last year when everybody thought, okay, there is a ban in plastic bags. So I'm urging as well the people to read really always properly, because it was just a regulation on the import, export, and the production of plastic products within Bahrain. That's why you see now everywhere on the plastic bags, okay, this is oxo-degradable or degradable. And here it comes to the wording. Degradable doesn't mean anything, because everything in the world is degradable. I put my mobile outside, it will degrade. I put my laptop outside, it will degrade. I put my stuff outside, my plastic bag outside, I put my sofa outside, it will degrade. I, myself, my body will degrade. But this means only it will break down into small pieces. And if you have plastic items, they will break down into microplastic pieces. So which is not at all environmental friendly. So the people need to understand, you need to have either compostable or biodegradable stuff. Forget about oxo-degradable. Oxo-degradable means with air, it will degrade. Everything with air and outside will degrade. So it doesn't mean at all it's environmental friendly. So it's a big misconception. That's why the education or the knowledge on these kind of wordings is very important. Some friends, they come to me, Kai, I do recycling at home. I said, very good. So you have a recycling plant at home? No, they are segregating, which is part of the recycling process, but it's not recycling itself. And the people calling it recycling bins, but it's not recycling bins, it's segregation bins. So recycling is a process to create out of trash new secondary material to produce something else. So the wording is very important. That's why education and knowledge and even experience is very important. Feel free, check your waste bin and try to analyze what kind of waste you have, how much different kind of plastic, the silver nylon, the Tetra Paks, the aluminium, I don't know, whatever people are throwing. So this is part of the scheme of minimalism, to reduce as well the kind of waste, the amount of waste, and to start segregating to reduce whatever goes to landfill, so to reuse or recycle it.
So, thank you very much, Mr. Kai. Actually, we want to know more about more from you. The time is, running out, and
Yes.
we just want to know about the Bahrain for All. Last year, you did the mosque cleanup campaign. It was amazing. We were there, part of organizers.
Yes.
So we want to know more about it, but we can do it in other presentation.
Yes, yeah, definitely. You see, now after the Q&A session, I want to leave you with some of the conclusions. Okay.
Yeah, I think we can come to an end the Q&A session.
This is now the last slide. The last slide, as a conclusion: own less and live more. Okay, this is very important. And actually, minimalism is the enemy of clutter and busy mess. I wrote here busy mess because it's as well an enemy of business, because business is more and more and more. So minimalism is the enemy of disorganization and busy mess. And this is as a conclusion out of the whole minimalism. And if you see the top wording, MNMLS, you can say minimalism is very simple. And now I hope you remember the last slide. What you see here?
Empty.
Empty. Exactly. Very good.
One more questions, Mr. Kai.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Yes, please.
I have noticed also when people goes to the gardens, to the open areas, they are going to clean a place, and then once they are leaving, they are in a mess, they are leaving their garbage around without collecting this. And if they collected everything, put it in a bag, in anything, and go, will be good. This shows, they are educated, they are civilized, they are so. But once they are coming and leave the place, in a mess, this is not, education, not educated people, not aware. They don't have awareness, about cleaning, about environment, about, like that.
Yes.
And this is why some, here government, the municipalities, whatever, in the beginning, the parks, whatever they are going, the people going, families, it's free,
Yes.
and they are making a mess. Then they put, fees. They have to pay fees, and so the people stop. They are not going because of the fees. So they want something free, so they can, make it garbage, and then they leave it.
Yeah.
And they mess and they like that.
Yeah,
they are careless, careless people like that. You can say.
Yes.
They don't have good behavior.
Yes, yeah, and see, I totally agree with you, and your point is very, very valid. Because this is unfortunately happening not only here; it's even in Europe and these kind of stuff. The people need to have, on the one hand, a kind of education or guidance and knowledge, and on the other hand, they need to have the controlling. And we were just in one discussion where one guy said, "Oh, the municipality, the government need to put more waste bins." And I told them, it's not the government who need to put more waste bins, because the park or wherever you go, there is no trash. You bring it, you bring your food, you bring your juice, you bring your water, the bottles, the bags, and these kind of stuff. You don't need a bin in the park. You don't need a waste bin on the beach, because you bring it, you take it with you home, because you have a bin at home. But it's just the laziness and the convenience of these people. They want to just get rid of the stuff whenever they feel, oh, I want to throw it. And this is happening not only at the beaches and the parks, you know, the people who throw the cigarette butts everywhere. This is 1 gram. They are not even able to carry 1 gram and put it back in the cigarette box and take it with them. These people honestly need to be really, really punished. They need to be forced to clean what they messed, and they need to even clean up more. They should be forced to work in the municipality in the morning, 3 o'clock, for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours to clean. Believe me, once they have done this one maybe for a week, they will not throw anything anymore. And this is not a financial punishment, it's time-wise punishment and physical punishment, which means they need to work and rectify their own mistakes, you know? And I can only say to the people, whenever you see something happening is wrong, don't look only and monitor, and you know, a lot of people sending me the pictures. You talk to them, you tell them, listen, this is your country, this is your area, this is your home, you live here. How dare are you to throw and to pollute the environment for everyone? You know, these people, if you will throw something in their flats, oh, they will get very angry. But as soon as they're outside, holly wally, they throw everything.
No, outside is normal. No.
May I just add a few bits to the conversation, please?
Yes, please, of course.
So it has been very enlightening listening to what you've said, and I really appreciate Mr. Abdulaziz saying what he said. And then in the chat, if you see Mr. Hashim, he's making some valid points as well. We are a family, like you said, that, you know, everybody counts, every action counts. We are a family which is into baby steps. And like you said, that, you know, everybody needs to care for their home. Earth is basically our home, and we need to be very sensitive and careful. Because, like, you know, if we really don't tend to it, there will come a time that, you know, we will get back what we are giving. Mahatma Gandhi once said that Earth has enough for everyone's needs, but not enough for everyone's greed.
Yes.
And I think that is what is exactly happening here. But like Mr. Hashim said, I think there also needs to be a mindset shift, because, like, you know, as a society, we are not very open to reusing things. We are not very open to hand-me-downs. We are not very open to, like, you know, buying from yard sales or using pre-loved stuff.
Yes.
So I think so at some level that is also crucial. But thank you very much. I, as a mother of 2 children, at the place that I work, I try to incorporate these things in my own little ways, and I hope that they make a positive contribution. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the message. Really, really, and this is really a good sample, what you said. For everybody's need is there, and definitely the earth is providing, the nature is providing anything what we need for living. This is out of question. But as you rightly said, or recite Gandhi, it's not enough for everybody's greed. And this is one of the biggest issue, I guess, that we need to reduce our mindset on the greed, to have things which we actually don't need, or take away even from the other people, which they are in need of, something like the food waste. The food waste is enough to feed everyone in the world with sufficient nutrition and food. So no one in the world, even with the 7.8 billion, need to die of hunger, because we have so much surplus.
Yeah, believe me, like, you know, when I send Eid invites for my parties or stuff like that, I write on my invites, this party prides on 0 wastage. Despite that, like, you know, there is some wastage. I have not achieved the level. But again, like, you have to have a thick skin, because, like, you know, there is some criticism, because, like, you know, some people will be like, oh, she's writing those kind of stuff. But then, you know, we need a mindset shift, basically. Sometimes you really have to have a thick skin and you have to see the bigger picture, the bigger vision in mind.
Yes, definitely. And I like to really to inspire you that you publish it, you know, speak out, put it on Instagram, on Facebook.
No, I am not such a big celebrity.
No, but
like, you know, 50,
I'm telling you something.
Yeah.
I'm telling you something, or you can send me the picture, I will post it on your behalf or something like this. Because see, what is very important that the people understand, that if you do something, it might affect a person, it might inspire one other family. And again, it might affect and inspire one other family. And this is so important that what my management, told me like 20 years or 25 years back when I was younger, he told me, Kai, whenever you do good things, talk about it, publish it, because you never know whom you inspire. And if you just change one person, maybe you change one person's life, and this will be a big achievement, and it will come back to you as well.
On this, because we are on the subject, like for reduce, my children are on a one rule. So like if they're out, they can only get one thing. Maybe God has given you, you cannot have 100 things.
Yes.
So by that we are trying to reduce and reuse as much as we can. Thank you very much. I will not take any more of your time. Thank you so much.
No, this is an important topic. It can be timeless. This we never waste time on this one.
Thank you so much. I want to thank Mr. Abdulaziz also, because the experiences that he shared, only somebody very sensitive can comment. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And Mr. Kai, we have to discuss further about it in coming sessions.
Yes.
And we would like to conduct more sessions before the end of December. So about beach cleaning and other important matters.
Yeah.
So to come to an end of the session, I would like to invite our brother Adam Ibrahim to give the conclusion of remarks and word of thanks.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Good evening, everyone.
Oh,
And to start, I'm actually speechless, but then I have to make a speech as well. So I have to just appreciate Mr. Kai for such thought-provoking and mentality checking and human challenging topic that you have brought for us this evening, and with the points you have raised and the elaborations, corroboration from Mr. Abdulaziz and Sister Nahid and others in the group, it was such a wonderful evening and such not just entertaining, but actually a kind of a learning process for all of us, because one big takeaway I have from here is when you discussed the waste that happens within our communities and societies. It reminded me of one incident with one of my bosses when I was in Bahrain. I remember I was with him one afternoon. We had a meeting, and after the meeting, we were having a discussion outside, and his wife called him. There is this big sale in so, and so they are crashing by 30%, 50%, and then we really need to go there. We really need to. And then I heard him calm her down and asking her, my dear, do you really need those things, or you just want to buy because they have crashed the price?
Yeah, this is a very good argument. So he let her give the answer. Better.
Yes. And then she was slightly dumbfounded, and I noticed there was no real good answer from there. And then he turned back and started advising her that, look, sometimes you need to look at what you need, not just because there is sale. In the end, you buy these things and you start keeping them for the next donkey years. You're not going to use them, and then they become waste.
Yes, exactly. And this is a very, very nice point. I like the story. I like your boss. Very smart.
But Brother Adam,
yes, ma'am.
There are husbands also like that. Please just don't blame the wives. There are husbands also who are like that.
Apologies, sister. Apologies. Apologies.
There's a virus.
Every human being has got his or her own shortcomings in such situations. However, it's been a very wonderful time this evening, and I'm really happy you particularly, Sister Nahid, your contributions were so excellently placed that nobody can overlook your contributions in this meeting tonight.
But she need to publish it. She need to
No,
inspire
thank
more
you very
people to
much.
think like this.
But I want you all to laugh. I want you all to have a very good laugh.
Yes, sure.
Because
Yeah.
I was so excited for the meeting that yesterday on the group, I was like, why is nobody allowing me? Why is nobody allowing me? I ended up calling Sayyid Hanif. I was so excited for this meeting that, you know, I troubled the poor guy yesterday. And he then calls me and he says, sister, it is on Monday, the 7th. And then I'm like, you know, I'm so sorry. So you can imagine my level of excitement.
Very good. So you are also an inspiration. You need to, you know, enthusiasm is very important.
I really want to
so much.
use this opportunity. I really want to use this opportunity to beg Mr. Kai that we would gladly want to have another session of this in no time, just like Brother Said has said. In the end, I would like to, on behalf of the Teen Empowerment Club and the rest of the people here tonight, say a big thank you for this important, very, very important session you have given us. And we look forward to having you once again another time for another wonderful session, which I believe you've got lots of them to present with your experience and the most that you have done. And we can always pray that your reward will be in heaven, not only in this world.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Ibrahim. Very, very nice. Thank you for the nice words. You know, sometimes the people say maybe in hell it's more interesting than in heaven because all the lawyers and the bankers will be in hell. Huh? So we will see. But nevertheless, as you are totally right, there is about waste is endless because what I'm sometimes when I do a presentation, I tell the people what is following you from the minute or the second actually you are born till you die. The waste is with you from your whole life. So it's a kind of endless story till we, even when we are buried, you know, we still are degrading, but we are biodegradable at least at the end, you know.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kai. Once again, sincere thanks from us. And sincere thanks to Sister Nahid for a wonderful introduction about Teen Empowerment Club and about Mr. Kai. And thanks to Mr. Adam Ibrahim and rest of the participants. Thank you very much to Mr. Bahawana Sapota, Mustafa, Daif, Dawlat Basha, Dr. Durrani, Ms. Apna Sureika, Muhammad Yusuf, Redmi, Vinod Hashim, Sara Al Khalidi, Shahid Kamal, Aisha Nihara, Srinu, Abdul Aziz Hassani. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Gute Nacht. Gute Nacht.